So in semi-supine, knees bent up, feet hip width apart. And we will start nice and gently. Just to be kind. If you want a head block or cushion behind you, just for the first exercise, that's fine. All we're going to do is a nice shoulder release. So actually you can have your cushion, you can just bung it between your thighs so you feel a little bit of inner thigh connection. Make sure the base of your tailbone and pelvis is nice and flat, making a nice triangle on the mat, feet facing forward. Allow your shoulders just to fall back into the mat, feeling nice and relaxed, arms heavy. Then take hold of either by your elbows or by your wrists, depending how flexible you are and how much chest you have in the way. And as you breathe in, you just want to tap an elbow slowly down to the side, and then breathing out, using that tummy button to spine connection, help bring the arms back up to the center line, and then breathing in to go over to the other side. So a nice gentle release of the shoulders to start with. Using your breath, taking this time to start to breathe. Find some flexibility and movement in your upper body and engagement throughout your whole body. So nice and slow, breathing in to tap down one side, breathing out to come back to above your chest, and then breathing in to go to the other. And if you're finding it really easy, do feel free to hold closer to your elbows. And as I said, if it's feeling a bit tight and you have to lift your body off the mat to reach the floor, just hold closer to your wrists. That's it. So legs are staying nice and still, body staying nice and still. It's just getting that stretch around the shoulder joint, behind the shoulder, and across the chest. And take that into a clock. So as you tap down, as you breathe in, as you breathe out, take the arms up and over your head, round to the other side, and back above your chest. And as you take your arms behind you, keep the ribs down. So don't allow your back to arch. You start to really engage deep abdominals to keep those ribs placed. And just keep reversing the direction. That's it. And one more each side. And then bring your arms up to the ceiling. Keep the elbows nice and straight, but just allow your arms to fall into the shoulder joints. And I will try and talk you through windmill arms, which I always get wrong, so it's good for a laugh. You take your right hand behind your head, palm is facing up, left arm by your side. Take them out to the T, so your right palm should be facing the ceiling. Flip those palms over. So now your left palm is facing the ceiling. Continue the circle, so your left arm is behind your head, right arm by your side. Bring the arms back up to the starting point. Then reverse the direction. So the arm with the hand behind the head, palm is up, out into a T. Rotate the hands so the palms change position. Other arm up to the ceiling. Continue the circle, so the arm with the palm up is behind your head. And bring your arms back to the start and keep going like that. Again, using a nice big breath. Swinging around, palms to the start, one behind your head, one to the side, slowly round, opening into a T. Flip the palms open and continue the circle. Back to the start, reversing the direction each time. Again, focusing on keeping those abs down, just allowing that nice movement in the shoulder joint. That's it. That's looking lovely. And just do 2 more in each direction. Okay. What did we get? So back to pelvic tilts. Tiny, tiny pelvic tilts. So cushion back between our knees. Give your neck a little bit of a pull so your head is nice and long, no head pad or anything. Just find the connection between your inner thighs. Find that triangle so you're nice and flat with the pelvis and the front of your aces pointing to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, tiny, tiny tilts as you curl the pelvis, softening the lower back into the mat, and then breathing into reset. So a few just tiny ones to get the really lower spine as mobile as it can be, depending who you are. And then gradually, slowly work up. So you'll feel with the cushion between your thighs, you get some really nice feedback as to how your legs are working, whether you've got any wiggle and wobble through the hips and pelvis, through the body. So that's it, breathing out, really draw the tummy button towards you. So you're getting a curve as much as you can through that spine and keep that curve as you come up. That's it, peeling off. Breathing in at the top and then breathing out, softening through the chest, keeping your pelvis curled towards you until the very last moment that you have to unpeel as you place your spine down. And let's bring the arms into it. So we can grab the cushion, take it away from your knees, just hold it. And as you breathe out, curling the pelvis off piece by piece by piece, take it up and over your head. Breath in at that point, breathing out, leave it there as again you peel your back down onto the mat. And arms come back to the start. So really find piece by piece unpeeling of the back, nice and slow, breathing in at the top, breathing out, softening through the chest, placing the upper back down first, then middle back, then really keeping the lower back till the last moment, and then bringing the cushion back to the start. And we'll do 2 more of these. That's looking nice. This last one, peeling off. Now, Maria, I'm watching you. Breathe in here, breathe out, soften through the chest. Place that upper back down first, middle back. Keep that pelvis curl towards you. Yes, that's it. That's it. Slight difference, but a big difference. Well done. Good. Okay, we can lose the cushion for 2 seconds. We'll do arm and leg slides and a little combination. So arms up to the ceiling, palms facing away from you. Keep the arm heavy in the shoulder joint. And then start off by just sliding one arm and leg away. And then back as you breathe out. So breathing in, extend the arm and leg away. And really imagine you're getting some, or someone's pulling that leg and pulling the arm. So you're aiming to really straighten behind the knee. If you want to flex the foot as it's on the floor and straighten, please do. So keep it nice and low to start with. And we'll do some add-ons in a moment. So again, keeping the abs engaged to keep your body stable, allowing your arms to be heavy in the shoulder joints, keeping the elbows straight as possible, and really getting some stretch in the leg as it lengthens away. Nice and smoothly. Lovely. So remember a little pause in the middle before you send the other leg and arm away. Engage tummy button to spine to draw that in. And then let's add on for the next one. So exactly the same thing. You want to hover one leg on the floor or above the floor on one arm, then take it out to the side and think the ankle joint is leading the movement. So you're not twisting the leg in the hip joint. You're trying to keep the other leg stable. It will shift a little bit. So leg stretches away, arm stretches away, then the ankle bone leads the leg out to the side, a little finger leads the arm out to the side and back again. So just challenging your core to keep your body stable. If you put a little bit of extra pressure through the foot of the leg that is not working, you get a bit more engagement and a bit of a different feeling. So breathing in, extend opposite arm and leg, take it out to the side, back again, and draw it back to the start. Really keep those abs engaged, draw down those tummy buttons into your body. That's it. So you're changing sides each time. One more on each side for this way. So extend the leg, ankle joint, just move the leg out to the side, or the ankle bone even, back to parallel. Coming to the start and final time. So you should be thinking about the inner thighs, and then we'll change it again. So extend one arm and leg away, then keeping the tailbone on the floor, just lift both to the ceiling. So pointed foot, extend back and back to the start. So breathing in, extend the leg, breathe out, tummy button spine to lift the leg to the ceiling and down and draw the leg back in. What you can do, just to make a difference in how it feels as your leg is at the ceiling, flex the foot and really think behind the leg, a little bit of engagement and extra, I don't want to say pressure, but it's working hard. It's the back of your leg leading the movement to take the leg down. You'll start to feel your bum and hamstrings work a little bit more. That's it. Keeping the arms nice and heavy in the shoulder joint. You're keeping those abs engaged. So really doing extra in pulling in of the tummy button to spine, especially as the leg comes up to the ceiling to keep your tailbone down. There should be no curling of your pelvis or back. And just do one more on each side. That's it. Lovely. We'll come back to these movements a bit later. But for now, grab your cushion again. We're going to do our curl up with our cushion. So to start off with, keeping the feet flat on the floor. And if it gets too heavy, or if you find tension in the back of your neck, just lose the cushion and just hold your head if you need to. So tummy button spine, cushion overhead. As you breathe out, nod the head, curl up. So again, keeping the tailbone down, reach the cushion between or over your knees breathing in to come back down, breathing out, curling up, sucking your tummy into your body as you curl up, making space for your ribs to slide over those organs. Imagine you've got a nice squishy orange under your chin, so your head is always nice and nodded and following the length of your spine. That's it. That's it. Think the ribs funneling towards each other and sliding down towards your pelvis. That's looking great. Adele, you can separate your legs ever so slightly just to give you a bit more of a stable base. That's it. Lovely, Elaine. Good reach. Nice, Barbara. That's it, Jackie. Relax those shoulders. That's looking lovely, Maria. Try not to rock from side to side as you come up. Think sucking those abs into the body. I think you've got 2 more of these ones. And final time. And then from there, lift your legs into tabletop. So tuck your abs in. And then you can just cross one ankle over the other. I don't mind which is which. We'll do the same thing. So as you breathe out, curling up, breathing in, extend away, breathing out, curling up as high as you can, aiming the cushions over the knees, keeping those knees nice and solid where they are. They don't come towards you. That's it. Keep your chins nodded. That's it. Good. Two more. So not so many of these. Final time. She says not so many. Uncross your legs and cross them the other way. And we'll do a final set. That's it. So breathing out, curling up, keeping those knees where they are, aiming the cushion towards them, curling up each time. Final 2. Last one. Breathing out, nodding the head, curling forward. Fabulous. And then hug your knees in. Rock from side to side if you need to. Have a little break. So we'll add on some rotation. So choices for you. You can either come to sitting nice and proud. We're going to do some Russian twists where we rotate our body. And imagine we're going to pass the cushion to somebody behind us so we keep everything nice and stable. Or again, you can have your legs up. Either way, you want to have your chest really proud. So you're thinking heart pointing to the ceiling, cushion in front of you. And then as you breathe out, you're passing the cushion to someone behind you. So it's a real challenge to keep your body nice and stable. So if you want your feet on the floor, please feel free. So use whatever breath you want. So Maria, that's looking far too easy. Angle yourself back a little bit. That's it. So you've really got to use your abs, and then you rotate the chest from side to side. So if it's too easy, angle yourself back a little bit further. That's it. So don't allow your elbows to move. Don't allow yourself just to use your arms. Use those ribs. Try keeping your arms straight. So then you can't cheat so much if you are cheating. That's it. Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Couple more each side because it's hard work, this one, if you're doing it right. That's it. Just think a little height with your heart, Barbara, a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, you're making that look far too easy. Have a little relax. Oh, I don't believe you. Oh. Okay. Then come to sitting, legs nice and long. Again, you might want to hoik some bottom out the way so you can really feel your sit bones. Always starting with the heart up to the ceiling, abs engaged. Little bit of a pressure through the legs, so you're feeling the back of the legs into the mat, toes pointing to the ceiling. Again, optional with or without the cushion, depending how it's feeling, but let's start with it to see how we go. We'll do our spine stretch forward. So as we breathe out, tummy button draws in to curve as much of the lower back as possible. Aim your head between your arms, which stay parallel with your legs and on the same level, and you're trying to offer the cushion over your toes, and then breathing in to sit nice and tall again, and breathing out, drawing in through the tummy button, reaching that cushion forward, aim your head between your arms, breathing in to restack. So you keep the shoulders as wide as possible away from your ears, nodding the head. Your head is aiming between your arms. You're reaching that cushion forward. That's it. And then unpeel the back so you're back to nice and straight start point. That's it, Elaine. Good. That's it. Really keep feeling the downward pressure through the back of your legs as well, just for that extra full body engagement. Nice and slowly. That's it, Adele. Looking good. Breathing out. Try not to hinge from the hips, anyone. Pulling through the tummy. So imagine someone's got their arms wrapped around your tummy, waist area. They're pulling that back and you're trying to reach forward. So again, it should be a really strong movement, keeping nice and tall at the sitting point. Shoulders wide and relaxed, heavy in the shoulder joints. If at any point you want to lose the cushion, lose the cushion. If it's too much through your hips, just do little frog legs, slight bend of the knees if you need to. We've just got 3 more to do. You're doing brilliantly. That's it. Really nice. Some good movement there. Final time if you can. Wonderful. Then just give your legs a little shake, give everything a little reset. Legs glued together. Feel the inner thigh connection. Cushion out in front of you so you start sitting nice and tall. And let's do some roll backs. And we will add roll up if you're happy. So start with a little hinge. Then think about sending the tailbone away from you so you peel down onto the mat nice and slowly. And again, you can take the arms over your head if you wish. Then it's a case of flexing the feet, arms to the ceiling, nodding the head, tummy button to spine, offer that cushion towards your feet. And do that little spine stretch forward as you come up. So if you're finding it a challenge to come back up, lose the cushion and you can just roll over onto your side, come to sitting, ready to go again, or you can have your legs bent and use some holding onto your thighs to help control you down, depending on how your body's feeling today. That's it. And if you want extra challenge, you can keep your hands by your ears or your arms by your ears as you curl up. So you're trying to curl up with the weight of your arms by your ears. Keep those legs glued down, Adele. You can do it. That's it. Just allow yourself some width in the shoulders as always. Don't grip. Don't grip, that will stop you. Just keep nice and wide. That's it, Elaine. Tummy button to spine. Oh, well done. Then nodding the head forward. So Elaine, lose the cushion. Focus on the rolling back because that's using exactly the same muscles, and we'll get this for you. So have your knees slightly bent to start with. Hold on to your thighs. Think lifting the heart, then breathing out. Hold on to your thighs, then think sending the tailbone away. Keep gripping those thighs just to take you down. That's it. And just roll over onto the side and curl back up just for a couple more. Well done, Jackie. 2 more if everyone's happy to do that. That's it. Oh, well done. Oh, fabulous. And then relax. She says. Okay. Elaine, you can stay on your back. I'm assuming your knees are still not good. So I'd like you just to focus on toe taps to start with. So drawing tummy button into the spine and then thinking about the back of your leg, your hamstring and your bum as you tap down. So you're going to be on hands and knees just for 2 exercises. Everyone else will do our dog. So without the cushion to start with, but it is going to come back into play. Have a little look where your feet are as you're on your hands and knees and make sure they're in line with your knees. Elbow creases towards each other, back nice and straight. So if you want to just have a moment to let your tummy hang and then draw it back in through the abs without moving your back to make sure you're in a nice strong starting position. And then we will start just by sliding an arm and leg away along the mat and drawing it back. And when you're happy, you've got your stability today, just come straight into extending. And as I said on the earlier exercise, really imagine someone's pulling that arm and leg and you get some straightness behind the knee, just to make sure you're not wafting, doing nothing. Really pulling and stretching away, get those muscles to fully work. And as always, we're trying to keep the body as stable as possible. That's it. Elaine, you can slow it down a tiny bit and take that toe tap further away from you for extra challenge. So really drawing in tummy button to spine. Everyone on their hands and knees, make sure those shoulders are nice and wide and relaxed and away from the ears. Drawing up through the abs. That's it. 1 more on each side. And then Elaine, you can just curl your upper body forward and do the same thing for single leg stretch. So you're stretching the leg away, bending it in, keeping your chest curling towards the knee. If it gets too much, you can lie down and hug in, but try focusing on that curl up. Everyone else, grab your cushion. We're going to have it behind the knee. So it's always a challenge to keep it here. You might want to squish it up a bit. And we're just going to do the same thing. You just bring your knee to your elbow, and you can keep both arms on the ground if you want, and then leg up to the ceiling. If you want that extra challenge, you can take an arm away. And that will certainly highlight if your hips are going to be moving. So you'll start to feel this in your hamstring. That's it. Lovely. Maria, try to take that opposite arm away for extra challenge because you're doing that very easily. So everyone, you probably fold the cushion in half. Otherwise, you're going to find it wiggles all over the place. That's it. Wonderful. Elaine, if you want to, you can roll over onto your front and do some hamstring curls. Change sides, everyone. See if the other leg is easier to control. So if you've got a cushion, you can put it under your knees, Elaine, just under the front of your thighs, just to give those knees a bit of support. Adele, that's fantastic. Maria, keep your back straight as that knee comes in. Don't allow it to curve, so it's all coming from the front of your body and the back of your leg. That's it. Good, Jackie. Hopefully you're feeling those hamstrings. And Elaine, you can have your head resting on your hands if you want, so there's no pressure on your knee. One more. And then we'll take it up a notch. So switch sides with the cushion. And this time we're going to go into a plank. If you're really not happy, then stay on your hands and knees. So step the non-cushioned leg away, nice and long. Lift the other leg up so your back stays stable. And then we're going to do Spider-Man. So it comes to the outside of your elbow. So you're keeping your abs engaged. I'm not going to ask you to lift the opposite arm for this. So again, your hip bones or the front of your pelvis are facing the floor. Your shoulders are away from your ears. You're just having to hold yourself up and work that leg. If you can't, if the cushion is just being a complete pain in the backside, then lose it. One more. And then swap sides. So you're trying to take it to the outside of the elbow. So your knees starts off parallel and lifts up. So keep the shoulders away from the ears, sucking those abs into the body to hoist yourself up. Elaine, change legs if you haven't. Nice and slow. Adele, keep that bum down a little bit. Yes, that's going to be harder. Fabulous work, everyone. Wonderful. And final three. Final one. And then sit down. And give those wrists and bodies a little bit of a moment to recover. That was fabulous. Well done, everyone. We're going to come onto our fronts. And Elaine, you can keep cushions under your thighs and knees if it helps. We're going to do Cobra, so use the cushion just for a nice headrest if you wish. Arms out in front in a diagonal, turning your feet out and just point them. And again, really think about stretching the arms and legs away to start with. You want to squeeze the bum that we've just worked. And as you breathe out, start pulling the elbows in towards your body, lifting the heart. And then at one point, if you're happy, breathe in to squeeze the bum. And again, I think the heart is being pulled up through your chest, through the crown of your head. And then take yourself back down and you can stretch the arms away. When you're happy, and if you're happy, you can pull in using nice straight arms. Whatever level you're feeling comfy at today, you know what you're doing with this one, but make sure the bum is really squeezed, tummy button is drawn in, and it's the heart leading. And always keeping those shoulders wide and away from the ears. Chin nodded, so you've got a nice big orange under there. That's it. So you want to restrict coming up to the point that you feel nothing in that lumbar spine. So it's all a stretch from tummy button through the chest. That's it, Elaine. Keep the chin nodded though. That's it. That's a lovely line through the back. And then down. So you should really feel the bum squeezing and working to hold you safe. Maria, don't sink into those shoulders. Think drawing the shoulders down. So the big shoulder blades are reaching down the back to get a nice strength there. That's it. Lovely. 2 more. That's looking very nice. And then if you need to sit back into a child pose just to release off, do, because we're going straight back down to swimming. So legs would be back in parallel. So make sure the front of your thighs are on the mat. Toes pointing away, arms in the same position. And again, either just really lengthen away opposite arm and leg to lift and lower. So you find that you're getting those hamstrings and bum to work, or if you want to hover and tap down, but really, really stretch. You're trying to get some straightness through the back of the knee, and that will really make sure your legs are working, your whole body is working, and you'll feel the benefit of the exercise. So you're keeping your legs straight. Don't allow the knee to bend. Someone's really pulling your legs away. Go as fast or as slow as you can to maintain that stable body. Barbara, I've lost your video, but you're still there by the looks of it, so I hope everything's all right. Have a little rest and then regroup and start again. 1 more set. Try lifting the heart to raise your body, squeeze the bum to lift the legs, and then tap down, really lengthening, stretching your legs away as long as they can, and the arms as long as they can. That's it. And we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Sit back into that nice wide child pose. And let's just, once you're back in that, stretch your arms in front of you and then take them over to one side. So you're getting a little side stretch. And then walk them through center and over to the other way. Brilliant. And then come onto your right side. We're going to start with shell, and we're going to do a few different variations. Elaine, you can probably do most of them, but as we come up, we're going to be ending up on the front of our leg and our knee. So if that becomes too much, just stay down. So lying down, knees bent up, heels in line with your bottom. Just make your upper half comfy. And exactly the same principles as normal apply. We're going to breathe out, open the knee to the point that you can stop yourself rocking back and that you feel something, and breathe into close. That's it. So shoulders are relaxed. That's it. Looking good. Two more. Final time. Then keep your legs where they are. You might need to shimmy them. Coming up onto your forearm. So you're thinking, drawing that underneath waist away from the mat. Other hand behind your head. And then think about sending your body diagonally away from your knees. Ready to go again. For 10. And 9. 8. 7. So tummy button still drawing in. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. So you keep here. You come onto your foreleg. So Elaine, you might want to just stay put and make sure you're not starting to sink into your shoulders. And we do it again. For 10, 9, abs engaged, 8, breathing out, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And we stay here, so really pull up through that underneath waist, and we open for 10. Extend the leg back. And 9. And 8. And 7. That's it. Good. Keeping your upper body still, stretching away from your legs. 4. And 3. Everything burning yet? 2. Final time. Oh, well done. They're quite hard work, aren't they? Oh, grab the cushion. It's going to go between the ankles. You're going to stretch your legs away. Normal double leg lift. So use another cushion or head block between your long arm and your head. Bring your legs slightly in front of you. Really think length in the top line of your body, abs engaged. And then as you breathe out, squeeze those legs together, lift, hover, and down. So you don't want to sink that waist into the mat, even though you're thinking drawing the legs up and in. There's that gap there. So you're thinking length with those legs. As you breathe out to lift, and breathe in, place yourself back down. And it's just a little hover of the head. If you find any tension in the neck, just make sure you're looking down at the mat. That's it. And with the cushion, you'll certainly start to feel whether you're rocking around. So if you want a hand in front for balance, please do use that. No tension in the shoulders, hip over hip. That's it. Two more. Nice and slowly and smoothly. And then we'll move the cushion back to behind the knee of the top leg. So you're gripping, you're staying down there with the nice long underneath leg. And it's similar to our side kick. But again, you want a hand in front for balance. Just bring that knee forward for 2, squeeze the bum back. So it's just a different feeling, trying to keep the pelvis stable with the cushion being held. And you're trying to keep the leg on the same line. That's it. Really think drawing the underneath waist up though. Don't allow your body to sink into the mat. Think nice, strong and long. Just do one more of these. And then lose the cushion. We'll finish off the sides with a hot potato just because I'm feeling evil today. So point the top leg, lift it up to the ceiling, 2 taps in front, 2 taps behind. And again, think about the ankle bone staying in the same place, pointing to the ceiling, so there's no twisting in the hip, just getting the outside of the hip doing some work. So take it as high as you can without getting your body bending in the middle. Think long and long, long, long with the legs. Someone's really pulling it away. Do we feel the burn, as Jane Fonda said? That's it. Legs as straight as you possibly can, keeping the knees straight. 2 taps in front, up. 2 taps behind, up. 2, 2, up. 2, 2, up. That's it. And just one more. Brilliant work. And then let's stretch out this side. So lie on your backs. We'll do some nice wide hip rolls. So you can have hands behind your head if you want. And then drop one knee to the floor and really focus on stretching the other leg. So the knee of the other leg aims for that first leg ankle. And then turn away from those knees. So you're getting a nice hip flexor stretch. Breathing out, tummy button to spine. And go the other way. So drop the first knee to the side. Turn your head as you really stretch the other knee towards that ankle. And you might need a little bit of jiggery pokery to feel that stretch. And then come back to center and roll over onto your other side, ready to start with that little shell combo. So knees together, feet in line with your bum. Get your top half nice and comfy. And we'll do 10 normal shells, thinking about drawing that underneath waist away, shoulders nice and wide and relaxed. And then when you're ready to go, open for 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, final time. Same thing, coming up onto your forearm, hand behind head, so really make sure you're not sinking into the shoulder, you're angling the body away from the knees. And ready to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, pulling up, and 2, and 1, keeping the shoulders down, coming onto the foreleg, ready to open again for 10, 9, 8, and if it's too much, obviously go back down a level, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, final time, so open, yay stars, close. Seven, what am I, 8? Oh, I can't count. That's it. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Keep those shoulders as relaxed as you can, but really thinking hoisting through the waist. That's it, nearly there. 3, 2, and final time. Oh, fabulous. Stretch it away, nice long legs. cushion between the legs, ready for your double leg lift. So nice long arm, long legs, just between the ankles. If you want to squish it up, do hand in front, legs slightly in front of you, and breathing out to lift, breathing in to lower. And as I said before, if your neck's feeling a bit tight, just make sure you're looking towards the mat in front of you. So breathing out to lift, that's it. Think drawing the underneath waist away from the mat. Keep that body stable. Nice and smooth and slow. Barbara, your video's gone again, just in case you need to know. That's it. Three more. Two. Final time. Then grabbing that cushion, placing it behind the knee, lengthening the long leg underneath the waist, stays there. And then again, 2 forward, 2 behind. I should have said, if you want to just make it a little bit harder, again, to work the underneath waist, you can come up onto the forearm again. Whichever angle of dangle you want. Or lose the cushion if it's being a pain. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Really working those hips today. Fabulous. 2 more. And then losing the cushion for a moment. Back down nice and long. Legs in parallel underneath waist, drawing up ready for hot potato. So ankle bone to the ceiling, 2 taps. So you're really keeping your leg exactly in the same plane. It's not rotating. So ankle bone up to the ceiling each time. Getting the hip flexors and extensors doing their thing. Working the inner thigh, the outer thigh. Abs, obviously. Brilliant. That's it. You all look like you're doing a brilliant job, so it should be quite hot right now. And one more in front, one more behind, and then again roll over onto your back. Legs either side of the mat, ready to stretch out with hip rolls. So drop a knee down to the side, hands behind head if you want. Look away from the knees, and the other knee really reaches towards the ankle of the first leg. Couple of breaths in, just to hold it there and stretch. Tummy button to spine to keep everything safe as it comes back to the center point. And over to the other side, stretching out. That's it. Come to the center and let's sit up. Do one more exercise and then stretch it again. We started a little bit late, so I hope you're all right to continue just for a moment, just so you get your money's worth. If not, just go whenever you're ready. We'll do our saw, so just a bit more rotation. So sitting tall again. If you want to sit on a block or a cushion, get rid of some excess bottomage so you can feel your hip bones, legs glued down, breathing in to rotate, breathe out, reach and saw off the little toe, keeping the other hip down, breathe in to restack, breathe out to center. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, rotate, stretch. You should be, if you can, feeling that engagement through the back of your legs as they press into the mat or floor. Feel, making sure you're nice and grounded. Think spiraling through to the ceiling every time you come to that center line. So it's putting together everything we've done with the legs, with our spine stretched forward, our rotation and the Russian twist. So it's that body rotating. The arms are going where the body's going. Length, space between your ears and the shoulders. And if you want a bit of extra help, press down with the back arm to help push you forward, to help keep the opposite hip down. That's it. So really curve down and curl back up again. 2 more on each side. That's looking lovely. Really aim for some nice movement and flexibility, as well as the strength to control it. Do marvelously. And then when you've done, give your legs a little shake. We will finish using the cushion, but with a little bit of stretches. So come to standing. Can't see my head, I'm sure you can, but just in case. So I'll stand to the side. It doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure you can see what I'm aiming for my back to do. Almost like a standing cat stretch. We're going to just reach to the ceiling, nod the head, bend the elbows, push the cushion down towards the floor, and the upper back will bend. And then you're going to stretch it forwards and tailbone up the wall behind you. So you come into a little flat back, tummy button to spine, and come to reaching up again. So you're trying to keep your legs and pelvis as stable as you can, just curling down like we do with our roll down, and then flattening out. So you really want to think some downward pressure through the back of the legs. That's it. Rolling down, straightening the back as you reach the cushion in front of you. That's it. One more like this. And then when you've done, back to the ceiling, we'll just add on a little swing and rotation. So just turn to your left, assuming I'm being mirrored on the machine, and then take it down, rotate back the other way, and then come to center, reaching tall. So rotate right, so reversing the direction each time. So there's no straight back on this one, just swinging around, but with nice control, just to stretch it out. One more in each way. So you're still sucking your abs in to allow yourself room to bend forward as far as you're comfy. If you want to, keep your knees nice and soft. Final time, just down, round. Last stretch. Arms to the ceiling, still holding the cushion. We'll just do side bends, just because they're my absolute favorite and lifesaver. So reach that cushion away from you, tummy button to spine to stand nice and tall. And then over to the other side, pressing down with the foot. The center. One more, reaching away. Back up to the ceiling. And final time, reaching away. And back to center. And then lose the cushion. You can give it a good old punch. When we're done, I will stop recording and you can take yourselves off mute and let me know how you are.